All right, good morning. I'm back here again. Again, I don't pick the thumbnails on my videos on YouTube. Apparently, you have to pay for that. I'm not paid for that. I don't think I will. Um, I told you, this channel will only have so much life and will only go on for so much longer. I mean, for the next, it's gonna go for a little while, but I'm not looking to do this for years or anything like that. Anyways, what can I talk about? I mean, everything is real. So, I got something to talk about. Okay, so a difference between the child world and the adult world. And I might need more time to do this content. I'll try to do it very briefly. So for me, when I was in the child world and the way I was, I mean, almost like a very good child. What happened was I never knew the behind the scenes activities. Okay, so everybody around me had some kind of life, had some kind of business, had some kind of personal stuff going on, and I was totally erroneous to it. Even people who claimed to be around me or whatnot, I had no clue of what I never met any of their personal friends. Apparently, they had lots of personal friends and enemies and all that stuff. I didn't know a single thing about it, okay? Nobody, even when I was in school. So this is what I learned. Children have an adult usually who's in the adult world, who's influencing, feeding, teaching, and instructing them, okay? Because they're not doing it on their own, right? So when I'm in high school, again, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of rumors and info and all this stuff going on, talk about everybody. But I wasn't in on it, especially not officially, and I didn't know about it or anything like that. And I didn't have a life like that either. You know what I mean? Not genuinely. Yeah, formally I turned 18 and formally I was supposed to, but I still didn't genuinely, right? So people thought maybe I was just inept or not good at anything. And I'm sure that when they see me now, they see the way I talk and the way I behave, they're like, holy shit, this guy's like some, I don't know if he's just good genetics or if he's just goddamn strong and smart. I don't know what the deal is, but it's probably impressive. But anyways, but that was my point, that now I'm in the adult world, I'm behaving like an adult. In the child world, you need an adult with you. I didn't have an adult with me for quite a little while. Most of my life I had no adult putting me on. Almost all of my life I had no adult putting me on. I had no adult teaching me. I had no adult filling me in or anything or instructing me or anything. I didn't have that at all. So genuinely, I was a child all the time without an adult. Almost all the time of my life, I was without an adult. At this point here and now, I'm like actually an adult. You know what I mean? Like I am me. I am myself. I'm not anybody else. I'm not Muhammad Ali. I'm not Mike Tyson. I'm not James Goodfried, whatever. I'm not any of those people, right? I'm me, man. You know what I mean? I am Class. Call me Class. I'm Class. All right. And that's all it is, okay? I'm Class. And I'm in the adult world. I'm still getting used to it and I'm still filling in, but I am genuinely, forget formally, I am genuinely in the adult world. And I'm there. I'm thinking that way. I'm behaving that way. I'm being received that way. I'm being understood that way. There's always ignorance and stupidity that we have to deal with, but that's just, it is what it is. But that was my point. That's what I wanted to talk about in this content, was the fact that, in the child world, you never know what's behind the scenes, who was dating who was doing what, where people were going, what kind of activities they were doing, who they were. You know what I mean? This is stuff that's in the adult world, and I didn't have an adult with me, so I was never part of that in school. Even high school, I was not part of being in the know of the savviness, other than just being who I am, which is like pretty cool. But being who I am, that's another thing. But now being in the adult world, myself an adult, I don't need to depend on an adult to instruct me and tell me I am the adult. And that's cool. And I'm not like a young adult, like an 18-year-old adult. I would say I'm like, fairly, now I'm not 100 years old. I'm not at that point. I don't think I'll ever be at that point. I think I'll be forever young. But I would say I'm pretty much the age I was when I robbed that bank. You know what I mean? I'm like 25, man, at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm done. By the way, that was my genuine world age.